Into the show. Or it's too late. He already ate it.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Democracy. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Oh, yeah. What's up, you soft mouth bitches? Welcome to the Escape Pod. We're talking about the Borat. It's fucking happening. Eventually, we're going to talk about it. Because that's what we do. And you soft mouth bitches know that. So, come with us on a fucking journey of stupidness and silliness and geek culture and all kinds of weird shit. And friends of the Red 5 Network and the ATSW family. It's going to be fucking straight shenanigans. I hope you're ready.
I'm not.
Clankety clank, bitches.
Clickety clank.
Clickety clank.
I got new glasses for the studio to drink out of because the bitch ass glasses that I had were just not enough.
Are those like embossed with like this fucking escape pod?
No, they're just heavy enough that if you piss me off and I hit you with one, you'll think twice to do it again.
Oh
wow!
Lesson learned.
I love the threats while I'm not in the studio. That's nice. Fuck you, Don.
He's not gonna say it when you're there. Come on,
fucking soft ass mouth bitch right there. That's
like a PG Dan over there.
Hey, look, we're talking Borat this episode. Eventually, we're talking Borat because if you're a fan of the Escape Pod, you know how we fucking roll.
It's
straight shenanigans. We got to talk about some things in the beginning. We got to get through some protocol, and we might not do it. Sometimes we don't fucking do it for like 5 weeks straight, and then Keith is a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah.
So like we got to pretend to do it. Because layman term rocks. Chat.
How is the volume level between the three of us, being that we're all in different locations? Is everybody balanced? Does somebody need to be louder? Anyway, carry on.
How are we doing? What are we
saying? Yeah, let us know.
Live feedback.
We've already ate in the chat. Like, I fucking love it, bro. I fucking love it.
Nice.
It's the best, dude. I love our audience. I really, really love, and I'll suck the chat dick. Like, I love it. Like, welcome. I'm so glad you're here because you guys are the best, man. You guys go off the rails, which we get off the rails, and if the people are listening, like, how the fuck did they get there? It's the chat's fault.
We don't even know.
It's definitely the chat's fault.
Yeah, we instepped through the chat. It's a whole movie we're working on, but it's bred through the chat. Yeah, it's happening.
Tanner Chadson.
It's
saying Don needs to come up a little, and Brady is a soft mouth bitch.
Whoa. No, he's right.
Who the fuck said that, bro?
That's the chat, man. Again, chat.
Brady
well, that's not exactly what he said, but that's what he meant.
His beard smells like regret.
Darius is a fucking bully. I love him the most. I give him the most love on this show because Don tries to serenade him with these awful. Hey there, Darius. Bully on Jordan. Nobody can hear you.
Really?
Yeah, really. No, I listen. Yeah, do it.
There it is.
Yeah, nobody can hear you.
We're just trying to say what's happening.
Sound like soft mouth bitch. That's how you sound.
It smells like regret.
Yeah, you are regret.
Stinks of
soft mouth bitch.
Soft mouth bitch as Don. Or as most folks know him, Dan the bitch.
It smells like sad.
What's that smell? Sad ass Dan. He's around. But wait, none of them are together and they can smell him? Yeah, he's that pathetic.
Is that bad?
It's awful. Oh, I like that. That's a good color. Right there. That's good. No!
Popping.
What are you...
No degree.
Fuck Don, bro. Like, you're like, that's a good one. He's like, well, we should definitely change that.
I'm going to turn it down.
There.
All right, I'll accept it. The first one you did, you just couldn't make the magic happen again.
Oh.
I'm just
laying
saying.
claim to that sexy music. You left Alan out. God damn it.
Yeah.
Brady is soft. Shanty said Brady is so soft. Fuck you, Shanty. Okay,
Brady.
fuck you.
See, Brady, soft mouth bitch. Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
My name's Dan.
I don't do that.
I know, but now you do.
Hey, Brady said you do.
The 8 people that are in the fucking chat are gonna see you out in the wild and be like, "Oh look, it's fucking Dan."
The other 2 people that have joined since that are like, "Fuck you, you soft mouth bitch, Brady."
Well, no, they agree. They're like, "Fucking Dan."
They don't do that. No,
You get so
Here's the thing
excited.
now.
no.
You saw it happen.
I'm pretty
We were
sure
there.
that's you can't do that. You can't do that on ham radio anyway.
On ham radio, maybe you can. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's where it's the most.
It just comes across
expressive.
really different.
Yeah, you like really like Jesus Christ. Is that guy's neck going to his anus? What
That's
the
what it
hell
sounds like.
happened?
Is that
We're
news?
gonna check this out on YouTube. It does go into his fucking chest.
Oh my Lord! He's got to be sitting in a special chair. There's no way he did that. No
Yeah,
way.
you're sitting in a special chair, all right.
Right?
got
The
seat
fucking
belts, so he
bottom's
fall
cut
out.
out of it. He should be standing. Makes no sense.
What's going on?
I don't know. Fuck it.
I don't know.
Fuck if I know.
I got fucking notes when we get into weeks though, so that's kind of impressive.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
dude, that's impressive. Like, look, we got 2 weeks between shows. Like, I'm giving you guys 0.25% of 100%. I'm giving you a quarter. That's what you get.
No, you do 100% of.
No, it's not for
quarter.
you guys. It's for the audience. I give you guys 100%. The audience gets a quarter. So I'm actually giving 125% for the whole fucking show. That's impressive.
125%, 50% of the time.
50%, 77% when it works. I don't know when that happens, but of that, you'll
It's
find
passing
the number.
grade. We're
This
good.
is definitely some shaky math.
No, it's math. It's there.
It's not. It's
No,
It adds
it's-
up. We don't know what it adds up to,
Yeah,
but
we're
it
not
adds
going
up.
to do the numbers, but it's there.
Yeah, Brady's got meth class later.
Don't worry. Why? Like, seriously, okay, things are getting paid for the show. You're like, Brady's got meth class. Hey, it's getting paid for. Fuck off, Don.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about how the bill is paid. It's paid.
It's paid, bitch.
Soft meth bitch.
Side mouth ass bitch. Can't handle these blue pills. It's got that blue meth. Got that
Well-
juicy bitch ass. Shut your ass, bitch mouth.
Let's jump into weeks, man.
Let's fucking do it, bro. I think you should lead off.
I should lead off?
I think you
Do it.
really should get into it, man.
Glad
I think
said
you
that,
should
'cause
be
It sounded like you said I should beat off, and I'm not doing that on YouTube.
Later.
like that
off camera.
stopped you. Like that stopped you.
But if you want to do it on camera, you know.
I'm
no
looking to
judgment
make an
here.
account on Homely Fans.
That can definitely add for the Patreon. I think people will be interested.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Just a-
"What's he? Oh God, that is sad. Jesus, we should
Can't
pay him
look
more
away.
money. We
Could
should
be-
pay him more.
could be.
Maybe he should get a surgery.
Sad Dan's Homely Fans.
Like, it's awful. Like, I thought spotted dick was just a thing you bought in a can in the grocery store. That is awful.
You
What
leave my
is
freckles
that?
out of there.
That dick is really spotted.
Jesus. I've been watching The Last of Us. Kind of looks like an infection. Don't like it.
Is that
Kill
a
with fire.
spore?
Just, what's that? A diaper or his dick?
Oh,
Kill it with fire. That's exactly what I want somebody to say when they're thinking about my genitals. Kill it with fire.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. When in doubt, use my Krebs method.
red crab.
Speaking of genitals,
Saves lives. Saves lives.
my week.
And marriages.
So this Friday, I get to go have the old rounds taken out of the rifle, so to speak.
Ah, I like it.
Oh,
Super looking forward to sitting around on the couch with a crotch full of frozen peas for a couple of days.
No, but that shit works, bro. The peas, bro. Frozen, it's no joke. Frozen peas. Buy
No.
a few bags so you throw them in rotation. Just
Yep.
let your fucking parents know. Do not eat
you
them
don't eat the
peas.
penis piece.
You do not want that.
Penis peas.
I think they've gone bad. They smell funky.
Why are these mushy? I don't know. It's weird. Soft mouth peas.
This smells just like your recliner. This is weird.
So that's my upcoming Friday.
Not necessarily your weeks, but that's okay.
No, I've been squeezing in as many workouts as I can with that coming up.
You've been doing a lot of work again within the home front though.
Yeah.
You can talk.
Yeah.
You've been building, dude. Like I've seen it firsthand. I haven't seen it for a while, so I know he's put in work just in the small amount of time he was working on it when I saw it. He's building his own fucking bathroom, bro. Like master bathroom, and I mean, he's got the space, bro.
Sweet.
He's got the space. It's big. He's got the nice
it's-
fucking.
What is it? It's 92 square foot bathroom.
Yeah,
Because if you're going to build yourself a bathroom, why build a little one?
No, like
Right.
you've got room to fucking really helicopter in there. Like you can do some stretches,
Acrobatics.
some
Yeah.
calisthenics,
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
some things can happen. It's nice.
Get your bathroom yoga.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, definitely can stretch it out there.
Reach
like a
all the way
Wolverine.
around and back again.
Yep.
Actually, you
get
might
a,
want to invest in anal bleaching. So, like, maybe
Mhm.
get a light bulb. You got enough space in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
plenty of mirrors.
Maybe get
Yeah.
a shop vac for shaving.
Ooh, definitely a good
Floby.
idea.
Yeah.
I'd be selling a Floby at a local
Yeah,
yard
Floby.
sale.
I
or
bet you
something.
could
You
probably
got to be
get that on
careful where
eBay.
you get the Floby, though, because,
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want that.
They said this at
This
is
3 1/4 inches.
And then they called me the old 4.5.
You don't want to say it. It's a train wreck.
It's just not good. It's all ground off on the end.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
I mean, not to steal your shine within your week, but definitely your bathroom that it's coming along, bro. It's
Yeah.
looking good.
And I mean, there's not much left of, if I'm working and going to the gym, trying to eat right, which I'm not doing a good job. Oh, I had a funeral weekend. That was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So my one of my ex's best friends decided that he wanted to take some unnecessary risks, and it ended very poorly, and he swiftly left this world. And so there was a funeral and lots of sadness and hugging and crying and whatever for a couple of days. So that really buttons up what I had going on this past week.
Yeah.
I think like last week and this week, that was just kind of like we made the run to go do the thing that I'm sure you're going to talk about.
Right. Exactly.
And it's just,
And that's a combination of if you're done, that can kind of lead hand in hand into my weeks.
yeah, go for it.
This all transpired when I ended up getting a new car. And for those of you who know me, I'm a huge Hummer fan. I love them. I do. But I'm a Hummer fan within my budget, so I recently got an H3. New to me, so definitely old.
He's a Hummer fan. What could I get for $10?
I got about $350. So
You get a
we're
buzzer
making this
for that.
run. We're making a run to Illinois or Gary, Indiana, as this fuck will say. And
Oh no!
we
went way past Gary, Indiana.
We never even saw it.
We were south of the western suburbs of Chicago.
We were having a good time.
It
It was a good place.
And that guy offered to buy us hot dogs from a sketchy place across the street.
Yeah, and he offered us all kinds of foods, all kinds of fucking. And like, are you sure? Like they were really pressing the foods, man.
They were like, if we spend $28 getting you guys hooked up on some grease food from across the street, you will buy a car.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. But anyways, like so that it just went hand in hand. Like we were literally pulling out of Jackson, and he got the call from her, and like me and him would go through moments of conversation, and then he'd get updates, and kids would call or he'd call kids, and
Yeah, it was a weird 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah, it really was, because it would
Right.
be like, I mean, he's my dude. Like, me and him are homies. He's my brother. I love this guy. So, like, we'd have these moments of, he had this conversation. So we had this part of a conversation, and then it led into just, philosophical and life and all these, what's going on with you and me and all these things. And then it would get interrupted by, somebody would call, the kid would call, or a
New
text would come in and he'd
information.
have to make a call, or it, like, just a million things seemed to happen, but we would have these giant gaps of time where
Right.
we were in our own fucking world, where, like, we disconnected from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would happen. It's like, oh fuck, yeah, this is going on. Holy shit. So it was odd, man. It was a very crazy, odd Saturday, to say the least. So I was hype on it. For those who don't know and want to be in the know, I got a 2007 Hummer H3. It's gray. I love it.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm a huge fan. My obsession started in 2002 when I saw H2 for the first time when I was going camping with my ex-wife and my son. I saw one at a gas station. It was yellow. It's the first one I ever I had to leave. We were stopping at a McDonald's to eat, and like I had to get something from the car for my son. So I ran back in, gave whatever it was. I was like, there's this thing. I don't know what it is. I got and I ran and I went to go see it. And I think the guy was in the gas station, because I was like, what the fuck? Well, I'm looking in it, walking around it, like, and I had been camping, and I'm like 19. No, I'm 20. I'm 20, 21. I'm I'm not as felt as I am now. It's very skinny. And I've been around campfires. I'm wearing like cut off, sleeveless, cut off jean. Like, I look homely, and I'm looking at this fucking $55,000 vehicle. But that's where the obsession for. I mean, I've always seen the military spec ones, the H1s, the Humvee ones, the AMC. I wasn't AMC, but whoever it was.
Right.
I love them. I love them. I love them. That'd be a lotto splurge for me. I'd buy a few of all of them, or one of each of them.
They're
Whatever.
AM General Hummers.
Yeah, that's what it was. He got it. I love that guy.
Nice.
I'd let him sit, bitch.
It comes
And
with
then
magnets.
GM bought them and started making the H2.
Yeah, for sure. 2003. Fucking rock on.
The original ones are like literally like military grade almost.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Dragon Buddy shout out chat, man. Before I continue with my week, do you mind doing that, bud?
Yeah, we got a full chat. Say hi, everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Smash the like button while you're here.
Fuck yeah.
Chauncey Scarif After Dark. She's in the chat. We've got Lunar Girl, the wrench, one wrench to rule them all in the chat. DJ Red 4, what's up, man? Shenanigans indeed. Indeed.
Indeed. That's what we do
Scott.
here.
Scott, used and abused, sitting in our chat. What's up,
I
Scott?
love Scott. Scott's the best.
Old Man Johnson, which ties into
fucking man, he's gone though. He's like, my name's in the chat. Fuck you.
In and Out. Pow pow.
Fuck you.
Kristen just stopped by. Hey, Kristen.
We love you though, Kristen. Beat a motherfucker with a toaster.
We've got Eric W. Williams is in the chat.
Oh, Dub is here. He actually said he was going to try to show up. Like, even if he just jumped in and did the Old Man Johnson, is like, hey, what's up? Like, he didn't do it in an Old Man Johnson move. Like, because normally his, I believe it's his son has soccer, or he's consistently had a sport that runs into the time, and Dub's a great father, so like, he's in it to win it. Like, he's taking care of the kid, get home, blah blah blah, doing things. So he said he was going to jump in if he could. So I'm glad he did. Whether he's hearing this now and he listens later, because I know he occasionally does. Thanks for joining us, Dub. We definitely appreciate you showing up, dude.
Brady's heart.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you touched a dude's heart. I love Dub, man. Dub is my
Release the
fucking
heart.
guy, bro. Dub is my fucking guy, man. Like, he is one of the realest fucking people I know. And I
Nice.
mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. But anyways, continue with your fucking shout out.
Science Fictionary Andrew driving in from the woods. Be careful out there. Don't want he's down Louisiana, so Rougarou. or Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Swamp Thing.
Or
Don't
an
let 'em get
alligator crossing. That'll fuck up
What's
a
a
car.
rougarou?
you. That's another one of those
Urban legends.
cryptids. Yeah. Rolando, he is a man. He is in every chat shouting people out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Rolando.
Notice that, dude, all over the place.
Yep.
All
Blue
over the
Sasquatch,
fucking
thanks for
place.
stopping by, buddy.
Alan, what the
Alan is in the chat. You sexy son of a bitch.
fucking love Alan, bro. I noticed he started a new fucking gram. Throw it in the fucking chat. Let these people subscribe to you, Alan.
Oh yeah.
He did a new one. He just started following me, or like I just noticed it on Instagram, so I followed him back. So throw it in the
Nice.
chat, dude. Like
What
let me
now?
know.
He's got a new Instagram.
Yeah, but he's making moves. That's what the Alan does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta respect. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes he doesn't even use his feet to walk in a day. Just fucking pogo sticks on his giant dick.
Andrew says a rougarou is basically a werewolf.
Oh, well
Now
then
you're
I'm
in the
into
know.
that. Let's talk about that for a fucking split second, because that's what we do in the show. Wolfman, werewolf, like my favorite monster ever.
It's got nards. Kick him in the nards.
Everybody's like, I want to be Dracula. Like, I want to be Wolfman.
Definitely. Definitely.
You
Josh
know?
Gutierrez is in the chat. What's up, man?
Fucking love the ghost pepper.
What up, Darius?
What up?
Mm.
So spicy, that ghost pepper, though.
That ghost pepper followed by a little Darius will just get yourself a little hard and spicy. It's burning. That's chlamydia. Oh, fuck.
If you got Darius being that he works for the Postal Service and ghost pepper together, are they delivering the spice?
Ooh.
Oh, you know they are. It might be a little too much.
Yeah, but you're a soft mouth bitch, so.
You're a soft mouth bitch. You can't handle that.
Oh. You know who's not a soft mouth bitch? Ubaldo. He's in the chat. What's up, Ubaldo?
Ubaldo? Fucking
strong mouth bitch.
Strong mouth.
Strong mouth bitch. That's what's right there. Ubaldo's one of them strong mouth bitch. Like Jaws from 007. Like
it's like you could have a small mouth bass or a large mouth bass. You got a soft mouth bitch or a strong mouth bitch.
Strong mouth bitch. Is it really a compliment?
It is. It is. People are like, that's fucked up. You're like, dude, Jaws rocks.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Speaking of that,
Fucker will bite a fucking cable and fucking cause a whole collapse of a fucking ride. That's not cool.
You brought up
I mean,
Jaws.
it's cool for like, that's a superpower. You're like, I can fuck shit up, but like, it's not cool to the people on the ride.
That got
fucked. Yeah, it's fucked up. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
Golly.
I like them French fried
candy bars.
Ain't got no gas in it.
My furry little man peach.
I swear they said they was talking about Borat. Well, that's why we have 17 people. At least 9 of you shouldn't be here.
If you're asking yourself that question, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, you haven't been. This is the escape pod. Eventually, we get to the subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
We draw you in with the cool artwork and fun colors, and you're like, look at that. I swear that's Kazakhstan.
This is the Borat episode about Sling Blade.
It's so much fun. Listen, we're still talking about my week, and you got me sidetracked. Listen, this is something that people want to talk about, so we can slide it in with my week. That's acceptable. People want to know what kind of music we're listening to. What's on the playlist? I'm gonna be honest with you. My fucking playlist has been stacked heavy with Jelly Roll.
Nice.
I'm an Apple person, so I run with the Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running with Jelly Roll Essentials. I've been running with a lot of the Waylon and Willie, Struggle Jennings and Jelly Roll albums. That's been my cocaine.
Is Struggle Jennings related to Waylon Jennings?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Interesting.
In some capacity, I don't know. I don't recall what it is, but yes, there is relation. I've been listening. What else? I made a White Rappers playlist on Apple Music. If you want, like my personal. I'm still working on it. It's in production. I know a lot of people are like, you don't have third base. Like, I know. Just calm the fuck down. I don't necessarily like all of third base and like settle your face. But if you want that information, I can give it to you. But and then fucking I'm listening to Ludacris because fucking Ghost Pepper put something in our one of my favorite chats because all of us have Apple, we have iPhones, everything just it flawlessly works with like 6 fucking people. It's amazing. He fucking threw a Ludacris song in there and I've been listening to Ludacris lately.
Nice.
Like with the last couple days.
Sweet.
So that's been my music. What kind of music you guys been listening to?
Yeah, I've Sirius XM brought back the Billy Joel channel, so I've been kicking with a lot of that where he goes through talks on music he likes and stuff. So those are good segments to
I
really
want
get
to say
into older music.
Luna Girl's been speaking of Billy Joel too, hasn't she? Is she listening to that with you?
When it comes out, she's tuned in until that channel's gone.
I want to say that she's posted. I want to say she's posted stuff on social media about Billy Joel lately, and I just recognize it from her. It's funny you're speaking about it. So that's cool. You got that in common.
Billy Joel fucking vibe, get by Saigon thing, and moving out and all that.
I love Billy Joel Aristocrats. That's fucking awesome.
The funny thing is, you throw that channel on.
I do. Fuck you, bro. I do.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
Yep, you throw that channel on and you can listen to it. Like I do my deliveries I'm doing tomorrow. I'll drive 6 to 8 hours and you don't hear a single song repeat, which is pretty wild because you listen to any other Sirius channel, you'll hear at least one song at least 3-4 times in a full day.
Right.
So it's a nice little change. Other than that, a lot of Avatar, a lot of emo music just kind of popped up in my feeds and like older 13 years ago kind of stuff. Bullet for My Valentine and stuff like that. So it's been a vibe.
Nice. Before the show, I went about 13, 14 years back and I'm like, this is fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying this shit. I remember it's not all chorus. I thought some of this shit was awful. This shit was great.
This is awesome.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Don, how about you? You got any music? I know what you do listen to a lot. Is that still what you've been rocking out lately?
Well, I mean, I always am listening to Blue October. That's my steady rotation. Like daily.
Yeah.
Me and Corey got into this Rise Lewis dude recently. I've been kind of digging his vibe. What else do I got that I've been listening to lately? I went down a weird rabbit hole with Ski Mask the Slump God for a while.
Yeah, that's fun. He's entertaining.
I don't know what it is about him, but like you say, he's super fucking entertaining.
Yeah. Talking about entertaining, you know who I'm about to start exploring their Apple Essentials playlist is Polo G, the rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple of his songs and I'm like, I like his voice inflection and I like his delivery. I like his content. So like I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna investigate that crime scene.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry.
And then
Sorry to interrupt.
I think a couple weeks ago, right around the time we did our last episode, the new Goo Goo, I can't even say it, Goo Goo Dolls album came out, and I kind of dig that too. Like
this show's fucking nuts, man. Polo G to Goo Goo Dolls. How the fuck does this happen?
I don't know. It's the vibe I'm on lately, though.
I love it.
But I saw them twice over the summer. They were never on my radar, but Blue October played a tour with them this summer. So after going to see them a couple of times and the exposure of like listening to their set list and stuff to familiarize myself with it, I was like, I kind of fucking like these dudes. I did not like them back in the day.
Right.
So maybe their music is way more 40-year-old Don than fucking 20-year-old Don was.
Science Fictionary says he's been listening to some old Sum 41 from his college years. What are the college years, Science Fictionary? I know it's going to take you a while to catch up to us, so just throw it in the chat and I'll try to look for it. But that's rocking. I'm trying to look to see if anybody else has.
I was on that vibe yesterday too. That like Sum 41 vibe. I clicked on All American Rejects and artists like them.
Dub.
And that was all in that mix.
Oh shit, yeah.
Dub says Benny the Butcher. Isn't that the? When I think Benny the Butcher, I'm thinking from
Manny the Moocher.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly who I'm thinking.
Hardy, ho.
And I'm thinking from the movie specifically at the end when they're fucking putting on the show.
Yeah.
And he's got the whole crowd.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
I'll have to check that out.
Fuck Chantel. We ain't talking about the movie yet? Has it been 2 hours? No, we haven't.
Pipe it down over there, sad.
This is Chantel. She's my sister.
Yes, Chantel. Fuck you.
She's fourth prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
All of Kazakhstan and my sister fourth
Very
number one
nice.
prostitute. Her vagina is like a wizard's sleeve.
Not very nice.
The vagine
Not very
hangs
nice.
like a wizard's sleeve.
And this is my boombox to play cassette.
I'm here to steal your tears, Gypsy. Don't make me take them.
Give me your tears.
Give me your tears, Gypsy. I'm not a gypsy. I'm from the north. Stop it! We haven't got there yet. Son of a bitch.
If this fucking train had rails, it'd just get up and walk away.
What fucking rails? All right, let's get back into this. I'm trying to incorporate I'm trying to take the advice from people from the last episode into this. So I actually fucking took notes. So you people should be fucking proud of me. Because I don't do that. I have little talking points here. That's as close to notes as we're fucking gonna get.
Yeah, grasshopper farts and all.
Yeah. What?
What?
I don't know, but it smells bad.
That's terrible.
So we got past the movies. We're eventually gonna get into video games. We got music. Eventually gonna get into video. Let's talk some movies, bro. I watched for the first time X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing. It's there. I don't hate it, but I did not enjoy it.
Same here. I didn't like it.
And I know I haven't kept up on the X-Men. Why isn't Beast like Beast all the time? I'm not a big huge Beast fan. Has he had the ability to change back and forth? Like, I don't know, but I didn't like it. And I know that's a small gripe, and maybe I shouldn't gripe about that. But like, and just the way the flow was, and then the way they killed Mystique / Raven, like, what the fuck, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool like the beginning of it was cool as fuck. How it started and how old girl gets her powers. I'm like, I like that, but at the same time, like they show the image of the fucking Phoenix, and it was like, this looks too crispy.
Right.
Like the CGI was good, but I was like,
so
it's too perfect.
You're really reiterating the experience that everybody had when they watched it in real time, which is why you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, what the fuck?
Didn't get any better.
Yeah, like I guess that's the thing is the X-Men movies didn't keep me to where I was like, I have to stay up on these. They didn't feel coherent to everything that was happening within, these are the stories from Logan back when and shit like that. I just didn't have it within me to stay within the X-Men universe, and it sucks because like I'm a comic book fan. Like even if I don't know your story, like I I want another Watchmen movie.
Right.
And I was never into the Watchmen comic book, but the movie, I really enjoy the Watchmen movie. I want another Watchmen movie.
Definitely.
If the story allows for it. But like, I wasn't into this movie and it sucked. I did not like the fact that I didn't like this movie. I hated that because it's like, dude, there's like a fucking billion X-Men in this movie. Like, they got the whole fucking squad minus Wolverine. Like, and I hated that feeling too. Is I hated thinking like at some moment Wolverine was going to show up and he never showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real letdown too.
I really.
Well, that's the time of the Wolverine that we didn't like. I mean, you had Origins, which took Deadpool and shit on him, and
Yeah, super shit.
it seemed like all those X-Men movies at the end were just like, hey, remember this character?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember this character? There was no real substance to it. It was just...
I really liked Days of Futures Past.
That wasn't terrible.
No, I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed a couple of them. I have yet to see all of them. I heard the one with Isaac from Star Wars. Oh my god. He plays the bad guy. Apocalypse. He plays Apocalypse.
That was
X-Men
terrible.
Apocalypse, isn't? I heard that one's awful.
It's god awful.
Yeah. So like, but I still want to see it because I enjoy, and I don't, and
Oscar
I
Isaac.
tend to be the person who doesn't break movies down that critically.
Mhm.
So I still think I can find the joy, but I don't want to be let down.
You know,
And I feel like regardless, I'm going to be let down.
you remember how bad Thor: Dark World was?
Yeah. Well, I didn't think
Apocalypse
it was
is that
horrible
bad.
because
Yeah, I liked it more than most.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Dragon Buddy because I'm not haven't been a Thor purist. So I was watching things unfold and like it was crazy, and I know like Thor connects to the bigger picture.
Mhm.
And I knew that much. So I was intrigued. I'm agree with Dragon Buddy. I was into Dark World a lot more than most.
Okay. I liked it, but everybody thought it was shitty.
Oh, yeah.
Right. A lot of people did. That was the general consensus.
But Apocalypse, like, I don't know anybody who defends that as a good
Yeah,
book.
I agree with. I've never heard no, dude. That's why I'm so hesitant to want to watch it.
Yeah. It's actually one that I've put on the shelf. I have not watched it yet.
So
because of
that'll go hand in hand, staying within line with movies, just to keep it moving along, so somebody can go after me if they choose, if
Did
they've
Chris
watched
tell us about
anything.
his week?
No, we haven't got there yet. I'm gonna
Not
hand
yet.
it off. We have a handoff.
Getting there.
Good.
Come on, guy. Fucking guy. This is part of my week still. You're being a dick fuck.
I didn't know. Fuck.
Yeah,
It's
well, you're a
interactive week
soft-mouthed
time.
bitch. You're a
We're
soft-mouthed bitch. Not very nice.
You keep that up, I'm gonna mute your microphone like I do Kelly.
That's so adorable.
Oh, no.
I will leave.
You're going to come back and just be empty.
No,
chair.
I won't come back. I will fucking
You
leave.
can't leave if I make you go.
Fair enough, but you will never be able to bring me back this episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
Yeah,
been
but,
2 weeks,
don't do
Shanti.
that.
Back off.
The only
Talking,
reason
just
Chantel
talking
comes
hand in
is to
hand
watch
with
you, so
hand in hand with movies that people didn't really like or liked or what have you. I tried watching Black Adam and I couldn't.
It's not good.
I
Not for
couldn't.
me.
I was talking to Don about it, and I was like, bro, I felt like they swung and missed when it came to like, there's no score. They're like, we're going to try to do some Guardians of the Galaxy, put some cool music in this shit at every fucking fighting scene. And it was like,
Meh.
you need score. Like, I don't know if that continued within the movie, but
it does.
as much of the movie as I watched, they didn't ever fucking do that.
Right.
I couldn't stand that.
I still have 34 minutes, I think, left.
You know
of
what's
that
funny?
movie.
It took me 3 separate periods of sitting down
Yeah.
to it to watch the whole thing. And it's Listen, I like The Rock in a lot of different things. He's great in a
I
lot of
love
different
The
movies.
Rock, dude.
For some reason, I just don't like him in this movie. I don't like, and I think it's the way the movie's written. Yeah, it's the movie itself that's just
It's not even the
not a fan.
characters. It's just a movie.
It was. You know what? It's a lot like the Snyderverse, for one, which hit or miss. I kind of like Snyder's cut of the
I love
Justice
Snyderverse's
League.
cut.
The Snyder cut was good.
Yeah, so it does have that feel to it. It's just I don't know. I found like the first half hour. I'm like, okay, that's enough for now. And then
it's not a bad movie. It's just not good.
Right.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention. It was one of those. I'm looking at my phone. Not what I'm supposed to be watching.
Yeah,
so I turned it off, man. Like I wanted to get into it because I still, even having seen the scene, I wanted to see the payoff at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. I don't want to hang out. This isn't cool. This isn't fun. I'm not enjoying this. And I wanted so much because, like, bro, like, The Rock was so behind it, and I so loved his enthusiasm, his character. Like, I honestly feel he put as much into it as Ryan Reynolds does Deadpool. It just didn't pay off for The Rock. He didn't deliver it, or he didn't know how to figure it out the way Ryan Reynolds captures Deadpool. But
it's not as interesting of a character.
Right. Yeah, agreed, 100%. So that part of it really sucks because it's like this guy's committed. He's doing his things with trying to get Henry Cavill Superman. He's really trying to go. Like, I mean, fucking Dr. Fate. Like, that's some fucking big shit, bro. Like,
and that's the other thing though, is pulling Henry out of the Superman role that he's done, knowing that and where he was in the Black Adam movie. It's kind of like it's a dead end almost, or at least it feels like it.
It always seems to be that way. Like, these companies get these big fucking ideas that we're going to do this, and then they lose the thread or they decide to go a different way. And then us as fans, we get to a certain point where like, well, you led us this far, and then they just quit.
Yep.
Like, who's going to finish this? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Oh, thanks.
We're going to go in a different direction. We're going with a younger, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what? Stop starting over.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've already spent $150 going to the theater to watch all of your movies. And then I bought them all on DVD too, because, that's what we used to do.
Right.
And then you're like, I'm $300 into this and you're going a different direction. Fuck off.
I love Man of Steel. I loved DC when it came to the new Batman series. I'm into those movies right now. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for another one to come out. Waiting on the Penguin to come out on HBO Max.
Oh, the series? Yeah.
Or not? So that should be awesome. And then the other one is Doom Patrol. If you've ever watched that, that's pretty cool. I
need to get into that and finish.
It's a fun anti-hero show.
Yeah. And Brandon Fraser,
really
Brandon Fraser is like, he doesn't get the credit he deserves for being as wonderful as he is all the time. It doesn't matter what he's in.
You can feel the emotion he puts into his character in Doom Patrol. Like, that guy has his backstory is terrible.
It's so sad.
Yeah, so I really like him in Doom Patrol.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that new movie that he's got out, The Whale.
The Whale, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody says that you can't watch it without a box of fucking Kleenex.
Right.
Yeah. So Tina, just looking at the chat, she says Pierce Brosnan gives the movie some emotional levity. From the little I watched of that movie, I agree 100%. He was by far my favorite character of everything that was happening. Like, I felt the emotion and what he could feel and see.
You know what the opposite side of that is, though? Is the movie desperately needed some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So adding a heavy coat of emotional levity to, or not even levity, gravity to situations that are already feeling like overburdened with darkness and shit. Like you really kind of needed, for lack of a better way to describe it, you needed some Deadpool in that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You needed somebody to just be cutting stupid jokes. Like the first Iron Man movie, like it's heavy. It's full of all kinds of things, illegal gun running and,
His
human
connection to
trafficking and-
terrorism.
yeah.
Killing innocents and
it somehow still is fun.
Mhm.
And that's really been the downfall of all of these movies with, the last run of Warner Brothers stuff is, fucking Superman hates being Superman. And Batman is angry and old and sad.
Right.
None of, the only one that remotely enjoyed being a superhero was the guy that played the Flash. And then in real life, he turned out to be a complete fucking asshole. And so you can't even enjoy that character.
Right.
he's fucking crazy.
Not to mention the fact they didn't even write the character properly.
And not to mention the studio kind of fucked up, and they're probably going to release his movie anyway, even though he's a giant steaming pile of shit.
The only reason I want to see this movie is because of Michael Keaton, bro.
It's true.
And the
Yeah,
other
Michael
people
Keaton.
who are invested, the girl who's playing,
It's not fair to
Superwoman,
everyone else
Supergirl,
that he pulled that shit. Yeah.
Make this movie happen and connect it into your, the new guy, what's his name, James Gunn, connect it to your shit, and then, scoot old boy out, create a new Flash, show us how it happens.
That's the way I would do it. I would fucking go shot for shot with a new Flash in front of a green screen, and I would dub that motherfucker out of that movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, morph him somehow, and he's like, what happened? And then you can have some weird fucking way of explaining it. And then every time we see that Flash we saw on another timeline, he's now this new character who's playing, or this new actor who's playing him.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. I
You don't even have to get deep with the writing. You can topical that shit right off.
We had to get rid of him, so we figured this is the way to explain it, so you will feel comfortable.
Right.
It sounds like that old Flash was a douchebag.
Right. Because I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, dude. The fucking movie looks legit.
Yeah.
It does, old boy's pulling the thing. I can't wait to see the
done
fucking
for a long
Batmobile.
time now.
Right.
How do you get to the top of the world, man, and get all the money and all of that shit and still act like a fucking nutsack?
Cocaine.
I think if you're a nutsack in just in general, and then you're given that whole everything's provided for you. Money's not an object. People just do shit for you. Yeah. If you're an asshole to begin with, you're going to be like, oh, get a load of me.
Super asshole. Yeah.
Get a load of me.
Right. And that's how the Joker was created. That's how Lex Luthor was created.
How people climb the ladder is they suck dick and they play this character, and then they get there and here's my true colors. I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah. Alan's got the perfect right there. Start the movie in reverse and have it end with a new Flash killing him.
There you go.
Awesome.
See?
There it is.
Beautiful.
Fucking Alan figured it out, guys.
He was the reverse Flash. He was the evil Flash. Just dub in a little goatee.
Yeah.
Because that's the sense of evil people. Dark goatee.
I fucking love it.
You totally make what's this, Ezra Miller?
Yes.
You could make Ezra Miller be the reverse Flash.
Right.
And then have the fucking new guys zoop in fucking
multiverse.
Yeah.
Everyone's going multiverse, so it's easy.
Yeah. Boom. There it is. We just fixed
it. We just created it.
Why doesn't Warner Brothers pay us?
Same reason why Snickers doesn't pay us.
Too many
exactly.
Snickers. I had a fucking Snickers.
All of them
today.
are assholes.
They're so good.
Aren't they delicious? They do those commercials are kind of legit. You eat a Snickers, you're like, yeah, I'm a douchebag.
Yeah. You're just
I was being a douche.
I ate like 400 calories of Snickers bar in like 3 bites, and I felt better. And then
You shouldn't, because you looked at it as 400 calories
Yeah,
of
you did.
Snickers bar.
Yeah.
You deserve to feel like a douchebag for that part of it. You should have just been like, I enjoyed a Snickers in 3 bites, not 400 calories. You sound
That's
kind of, I
exactly
don't
what
like
that.
it.
That's the thing, is when you go to the gym all the time and you know how much
No.
effort
Oh.
it takes to burn a calorie.
Yeah, but you don't look like you should speak like that yet.
Fucker. No, I don't. I don't. That's the thing, is I don't look like I go to the gym.
Like, that's like 402.3 calories, guys. I'm gonna. No.
I can't eat for the rest of the week, but damn, that was good.
Right.
Can I see your belly? No. Fuck you.
That's what it feels like.
402.3 calories, bitch.
That's what it
Suck
feels
dick.
like. You're like, what do you mean? I can have 4 calories a day?
4,
Oh.
you fucking heathen.
Yeah, right? You fat bastard.
No soup for you.
No soup
Sounds
for
the
you.
fucking worst.
No, you can have the
Sounds the
soup.
It's dirty dish towel water. Heated.
Yeah.
So anybody else watch any movies or TV shits or anything like that worth talking about?
I
Chris
saw
Still
no
had
was
their
on
two
about
Peacock.
his week.
Huh?
Chris.
See, listen, we kind of switched gears. You didn't follow along because that's what you do. We started talking about stuff that the people wanted us to talk about.
The Last of Us. I would love to talk about The Last of Us, but I have yet to sit down and watch it yet. Like,
No!
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Sunday was the plan. Got all fucked up. Call of Duty has fucked a lot of things up. Okay.
Call of Duty
come before The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Shut up,
I'm a
Don.
dick.
No, you're being a real Dan right now.
PG Dan needs to cut that shit out.
Yeah, PG Dan needs to get the fuck out of here.
I got to tell you. So I played the Last of Us game for about, I don't know, maybe the first 3 or 4 hours of it back in the day when it came out, and I was blown away by the beginning of the game. The problem with the game is the way the character moves in the world is very similar to like Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And it's just, it feels a
Little
little wonky, glitchy. Yeah. The speed at which the character moves through the space is not always consistent, and it becomes a little obnoxious to the, you know what I mean?
No, that's fair.
There's weird things like when you say approach a ladder or a ledge or whatever, and you want to jump to it, it's not always responsive. Whereas, say you take a game like Jedi Fallen Order, like you run balls out to the cliff, you hit the button, you jump on the wall, you flip up to, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's a, it's a story game. I mean, at its essence, it's a story, right. And the gameplay came second. And I mean, there are like great things in the gameplay, but it's just short of where it wants to be. So you always want it to just be a little better.
Right.
So, 2 episodes in, I love the fucking show. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to fucking shit on your fucking shitting of the game.
So
sorry about that.
Oh, fuck.
I know I'm glad that happened.
Yeah. So
fuck you, Dan.
I stopped playing the game at a certain point because I was
3 to 4
like,
hours, like you said in the beginning of this stupid ass story.
Or maybe 6 hours, to be fair. So then I started watching the show the other day, week and a half ago, whatever the fuck. And the first episode is almost fucking frame by frame the opening part of the video game. I mean, there's some added stuff that they did to make the narrative make more sense, because you're not playing through stuff as much as like it's visual storytelling. but like almost like shot for shot. And then I was like, I think I want to play this game again. I remember like being pissy with the way the game controlled, but I was like, I think I want to play this fucking game again. And then
fucking Luna Girl's wearing pants, bro. She kind of ruined the show for me.
Come on, no
Soft mouth,
pants,
bitch.
pantsless show.
Right, soft mouth ass bitch. Like I
Pantsless
don't know
show.
if
Everybody
can we
take your
just
pants
cancel
off.
it? Like maybe we
Fucking
don't
Wednesday,
talk Borat.
one
We just
fucking
end this
day.
shit.
Yeah,
Jeez.
one day.
She made my
pants
fucking
off.
lights
Oh, I
flicker.
saw that.
Like that's
What
so
the fuck
bad.
was that?
Right,
That was
they
God
saw it,
saying,
bro.
"Look, LG,
Yeah.
look at what we can do."
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
take your fucking
second
pants off.
episode of
Tina, Tina's not wearing any pants. She's just wearing
Tina,
a
no
hoodie.
pants, just a hoodie.
She knows what she's doing. Padded, a
cold.
nice padded bra.
It's not cold in
heat
Arizona.
the
Stop it,
puppies.
Tina. Anyway, second episode of Last of Us came out, and I was like, nope, fuck you. I'm downloading the game. I've been playing the game. I'm actually farther in the game now than when I quit the first time.
No shit.
I
I hear that it's really is drop for drop, and the showrunners have said we're staying true to lore. We're staying true to the game. We're sticking on that path, and that's cool to hear.
But being that the game is written from a narrative perspective, and they built a game under a narrative, that makes sense.
Right.
Whereas, like when they tried to make the Assassin's Creed movie, that's a video game with a narrative built for the mechanics of the game.
Right. Yeah. There's no. The story's different. You can't really make a movie off of Assassin's Creed.
Dude, Shanty's like kind of messed up, bro. She said God is smiting me because Luna Girl's transgender.
Take her
what
pants
the fuck
off.
Is that what the fuck is that about? It makes no sense.
You've made transgressions against Luna Girl's transgenderism.
You can't do that.
Wow.
If she
There's
wants
a
to
lot
rock
going
a
on
penis, she can rock a penis.
She's wearing like a size.
Maybe that's why she's wearing pants, Dragon Buddy, because of the penis.
Wearing like a size.
It's like
a
sling
pants.
for her.
How did I not know? How did my kids not know?
You're just laying against it. You're like, can you stop poking me with your leg?
Yeah. Is that your flashlight? That's my flashlight.
Yeah,
When
it's my mag flashlight from '96. Jesus.
You mean you tried to put that in my anus?
I don't. If you put it in my anus,
taking a drink.
You know, why is your wizard sleeve so? Why is your wizard sleeve so hard?
I will take your virgin for the first time.
Very nice.
Oh, fucking A.
Fucking Andy. This show. When we get to Borat, it's gonna be fucking horrible.
All right.
God,
so
let's just get that movie is horrible.
We watched The Last of Us. What else you guys watched?
Oh, I didn't. Watching football, and Bad Batch.
Oh, Bad Batch. The new season of Bad Batch is fucking good.
I'm enjoying
I'm liking it, man. I'm enjoying
like visually, like they're on top of their fucking game. Like you can say this episode's a filler and this story, blah blah blah, but like visually, wow. Fucking wow. Right. This last, like, there's a point where they're showing the background and, like, the characters show up as the holy fuck, it looked at me. And I was watching it on my fucking phone.
Right.
And it looked amazing.
I want to say, too, today's episode, the racing that was in this episode is a million times better than pod racing.
Wow, you're so far behind.
Yeah, that was last week's.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, you're behind, bro.
Yeah, you're behind.
I thought that was today's episode.
Yeah, well, if you looked at the menu, you'd realize you're fucking mistaken.
Soft-mouth bitches.
God damn it, Dan.
Nobody even told me I missed last week.
You're soft-mouth bitch ass.
Well, you didn't. You just watched it.
Wizard sleeve. You look very much like an anteater.
Last week's episode was great.
I liked it. It was good.
Luna Girl, I turned my volume off. Spoilers? What fucking spoilers?
There were no spoilers.
What the fuck is she talking about? Last
You need to
Spoilers.
calm.
She hasn't watched today's episode yet.
Well, thank
Neither have
God.
I,
Neither is
apparently.
Don.
Neither is Don.
Dan fucking watched it. Don ain't seen it yet.
Yeah. No. Dan didn't see it because Dan's here right now.
Yeah. Who's Dan? You're Dan, dude.
Dan's not here, man.
I'm liking it. And you know what? BYT did a
Well, thank God. Only 3. Hey, there's Don is not the only motherfucker who's only seen 3 episodes.
Damn it, Alan.
Good Lord.
And BYT did a short little thing about on Twitter, put out a question about filler episodes, and how Mandalorian did it. You know, it's blamed as a filler episode, and how it's an adventure of the week kind of show. So
Right, exactly.
You know, that filler episode is really, there's a lot of great action comes from filler episodes. There's a lot of great lore, background, etc. that comes from these filler episodes that, and, you know, it's all part of that story. We're looking for a big payoff, or at least a small payoff every week.
For the fucking droid episodes in Clone Wars. Fuck those.
Yeah, they're goofy. And the Padamame episode.
Padamame, how you guys doing?
Skip right over them.
Yeah.
I don't need to see you right now.
All right, Alan just started today, so 3 episodes in, pretty respectable.
You do what you gotta do, Alan.
Get it, binge it. Do it.
Fuck yeah. But then next, sports like football, that's what I've been watching too. And it seems like maybe you guys have watched a couple sports.
A little bit.
No.
No sports
the
for
Eagles.
Don? Yeah,
No.
well, it makes sense. Good job, Dan.
Yeah. I'm usually out right around college football. I have catch a couple of playoff games in the NFLs. Just because they happen to be on, and if I'm sitting on the couch-ish. But
So like you don't even catch the highlights?
I'll catch some things. It's not that I'm completely fucking like I don't want to see it or whatever. I just don't prioritize. I don't prioritize NFL at all. But
Oh, that's awful.
usually this time of year, I'll watch a game if I'm in the position to watch a game, but I don't set aside the time to do it. I'll watch the Super Bowl, but the Lions are never playing in the playoffs.
We are talking
No.
to a Lions fan, so
Yeah,
postseason,
I just don't have a connection with it.
he doesn't even know what it feels like.
Yeah, I
That's
don't-
just awful. Like I enjoy I love sport, man. Like sports is
sure.
I can like fucking baseball comes around and I can get down with enjoying some fucking like playoffs, not regular season. I can't get into regular season baseball unless I'm at the fucking stadium.
Yeah, it's a whole different world when you go
Yeah,
to a baseball
it really
game.
is. It is. But then like playoffs, World Series baseball, that shit's a fucking completely different animal. It really is. Like, oh, I've been
Who's
fortunate
playing
enough
the
to be able to
Bengals
watch
this
them.
weekend?
Huh?
Who's playing the Bengals? this weekend?
Kansas City.
Kansas City, Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, I said it.
The motherfuckers that you are running with, they are playing.
They are playing.
Why don't we want Kansas City to win?
Because fuck Kansas City, bro.
Okay, so I'm a Joe Burrow fan, man. I love the fact that guy's
Yeah.
got a dad bod, smoking a cigar, having a beer, not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
I like
I'm down,
that attitude
I'm
out
down
of
with
him.
Joe Cool, bro. Joe
Yeah.
Cool, he's the guy.
Well, the problem with Cincinnati is they're an Ohio-based team.
Yeah, but you can pretend like that doesn't happen. Like,
What if we just moved the border and we moved Tennessee up?
Go around Cincinnati, like it becomes
Yeah, like bring
part of
Cincinnati into Tennessee.
Texas.
Cincinnati, Tennessee, the Cincinnati, Tennessee Bengals. That's what we're going by.
Yeah,
Just like the Washington Fur Burgers, we have the Cincinnati, Tennessee Bengals.
the
That works.
Tennessee.
No, just don't do that. That's come on.
Tennessee.
Please stop.
This is
It's
what
a
you are
bad-
doing. This
It's
is what I
bad.
want you to do.
You're very much the loose wizard sleeve penis. Anywho, Yeah, and then, dude, video games. Don, video games?
Last of Us.
Okay. So, me and Dragon Buddy have been fucking rocking the fuck out with COD. Played a little bit recently. Like, I played like 3-4 games of some team deathmatch with Dragon Buddy and Luna Girl. But outside of that recentness of it, it has been Call of Duty Warzone with Dragon Buddy and Old Man Johnson for like, if I'm playing it 90% of the time, one of those two guys are involved.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. I want to pull my head out of my ass just
Okay.
a little bit. Cincinnati does not border on Tennessee. It borders
Well, we
on
were letting you
Kentucky.
have it, so that's fine. If you had to look it up, nobody would have known.
It does
No,
Nobody
now.
would.
Yeah, but I mean, the Kentucky Bengals.
The Kentucky Bengals.
Kentucky Bengals.
The Kentucky Fried
Kentucky, you
Bengals.
fucks.
Can you imagine what a Kentucky Bengal looks like? Look at me, I'm missing my teeth.
Grar.
How do you roar? I don't know, but I bet
It's
I
all
got no gas in
moonshine
it.
and tigers.
It's a drunk tiger. That's what it is.
Who's the guy who plays Saw Gerrera in fucking Rogue One? That's what they're fucking.
Forrest Whitaker.
Your tiger's got Forrest Whitaker
Yeah,
on it.
it's got like Forrest Whitaker face. I know.
Joe Burrow.
But he's smooth with it.
Yeah.
God, that's awful. I can't believe I said that. I might be going to a place.
Yeah. Well,
We're
by
all
the end
going
of the
there with
show,
you, buddy.
will
You're
be.
not
Right.
alone.
Especially with this fucking show. Good Lord.
Wait till we start talking about the retarded sibling at the dinner later on.
Like the retarded. Let's just get into Borat. Fuck it. Like,
Are we ready? Did we talk about enough?
I think we hit the things. What does the chat say? Should we move forward?
We can skip my week. It's okay.
But technically, I didn't really get into my week. I was trying to cover what people said,
You
like
were
talk
covering
about
everything.
music,
Yeah,
talk
you-
about video
You
games.
jumped we were talking about weeks, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's talk about things I want to talk about."
Movie time.
Well, I didn't know how to fucking fuck you guys. I don't like you, either of you. Fucking,
Sports.
especially you, Dan.
We got to pee.
Chopping all this, bitch.
You fucker mouth.
Looking like
Alan
Yoda
is
Toad.
Kentucky. That's his hometown.
Alan, Kentucky.
Alan is Kentucky?
Alan is in Kentucky.
No, he's not. He doesn't.
Yes, he is.
He's like Yoda living on Dagobah. Like, that's the equivalent. Alan in Kentucky is like Yoda in Dagobah. He shouldn't be there.
Fucker
He's
mouth.
kind of laying low. But Yoda had a podcast too. We just didn't know about it.
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe you just said that. I kind of hope it's a lie.
Kentucky is really one of my favorite alcohol states.
It does.
Don's
produce
just saying
some great
shit so he
bourbon.
hopes Alan doesn't fucking
Yeah,
come
just-
up and murder
Just
him.
trying to appease Alan at this point.
It's just like, please don't.
Alan,
bring
your
six-
state produces some of the best bourbon and
Yeah.
whiskeys in
Please
the
don't
world.
bring your 67 cousin, brother, mother to kill me.
Kentucky and Mexico probably the best places for alcohol as far as I'm concerned.
Oh god.
Where
Alan
you going,
hates
boys?
me.
Mexico. And Kentucky.
Fucking Alan said he was born and raised there. I would have never guessed.
No, you seem way smarter than that.
God, hey, what's up? My name's Dan, and I'm an asshole.
In fuck Kentucky and Ohio.
You're from Kentucky? God damn, you
Don't
sound
leave, Alan.
intelligent.
It's those fucking. It's Dan. It's not us. It's Dan.
That's why Kentucky and Ohio have to hang out
I
together.
thought
They're
you
cousins.
played basketball and worked in coal mines. Holy shit. Fucking Dan, you're an asshole. That's not a strong, that's not a soft mouth bitch. That's a crooked mouth bitch right there.
You know what it is?
Goddamn.
You know
Oh,
what
you
it is?
know him,
You
man.
know what it is?
You know
I've been in
man.
Kentucky.
Shit. Just down the dirt road.
Yeah, I've never been into like real Kentucky. I've driven through it. I've stopped at places like next to the highway. I don't know a damn thing about that state other than it's got a reputation.
I had a friend when I was in the Air Force. Him and his wife were from Kentucky, and like when I say him and his wife, mind you, I joined the military when I was 19,
Mm-hmm.
and I met this guy when I was still 19, 20-ish, and they were from, dude. They had like they sounded like they were from Kentucky, but like I don't want to say they were posh people, but like they had nice stuff. They took care of themselves. They were very educated, but like. They like when you think of somebody who's from Kentucky, how they sound. That's how they sound.
We've upset Alan. Apparently, this is the first time he's ever
You
heard
guys
anybody
upset
pick
Alan.
on Kentucky.
Oh, he's never heard of people picking Kentucky. At least he doesn't fucking live in Ohio.
Yeah, fuck Ohio.
Yeah, because we would just make you want to fucking kill us. So fair enough.
Yeah. Worst.
I didn't realize he was so fucking sensitive. I thought he was kind of a man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a Dan.
I'd rather live in
Soft mouth
Baghdad
bitch ass Dan from Kentucky. How you doing?
rather live in Baghdad than Columbus.
Soft mouth bitch ass Dan from Kentucky. Plus Price Studios. How you doing?
Alan, have you ever been to Lake Cumberland? All right, moving on.
He's like, I've been to Lake. Leave me the fuck alone, Dan.
Lay shut your motherfucking mouth.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you ever come driving through Kentucky. Me and my family, which is the whole state, we'll
Did
find
I
you.
ever tell you about going to fucking Arkansas?
That's worse than Kentucky.
Holy fuck, man. I seen things,
And that's where
man.
Blake's from Dork Wars.
Like, if you're not from Michigan or Pennsylvania, like, nobody likes this show.
I was driving
They're like,
around,
those people are the worst.
driving around fucking northern Arkansas, and fucking there was camels. It was the weirdest thing.
Camels in Arkansas?
I drove past a fucking ranch. There was like 5 or 6 camels
No,
in a
bro.
pen out by the fucking
Camels or
highway.
camel
I'm like,
toes?
I don't know what's going on.
You
was a-
don't.
It was the first
No,
place
living
that
it,
I've
like
ever
going to
seen.
the Pacific Northwest, going like in Oregon, we used to drive around and you would see alpacas and shit like that all over the fucking place. Alpacas and shit are weird.
Yeah.
If
Like-
you drive about 20 minutes from my house, you'll see alpacas, camels, zonkies,
What
zebra
the fuck?
donkeys.
Zebra donkeys, yes!
I need a
There are
zonkey.
20 minutes from my house.
Wow. That's some
Yeah, they
really
like to do
Pocono
this.
shit
We
there.
also call that area Pennsyltucky. Sorry, Alan, it's just a thing.
Fuck that shit. Alan hates all of us.
We've
God.
got a backwards fuck off town here near here we call Springtucky. It's called Springport, but they call it
No, that's
Springtucky.
hilarious because in Florida, there's a place called Crestview, which is above like Fort Walton Beach and Niceville, and it's almost to
Crestucky.
Alabama, and everybody calls it Crestucky.
Yes, dude.
Oh,
See?
Alan hates the fuck out of us. God,
Oh.
the worst.
I think that every state has a Tucky.
Especially Kentucky.
Oh, especially Kentucky. Oh,
Yep.
home of the Tugby State.
We
with
do
your
need
cousin.
that SMB shirt.
We do. We're gonna make that shit happen.
We do.
It's going to happen.
I need this. Where is that? I need this.
I
image.
need this. Where's that? I don't know. Yes.
I need this image isolated so that we can put that on a t-shirt.
I'll work on that. I didn't know you wanted that. I will work on that. That is the best one. Look at
That
Don's
is
face.
so-
though.
The
Don's
face is
on
just
the
perfect.
baby.
The faces
I'm
match
like-
up perfectly. And he has all that like mole gear to be able to like clip on anything to it.
Yes, yes.
It's so good.
It's fantastic. It's
Thank you, R2 the Icky, for producing
Yeah, that's
that gold
fucking
right there.
fucking-tastic.
I
Oh my god.
I want that on a shirt for when we're in Vegas.
I want to find a harness big enough to put you in now.
Harness.
Because I know you can give me that same smile, baby.
Oh,
You come on, you put anybody in a harness with Brady carrying you around, you're gonna smile like that.
Right?
oh yeah, for real.
And he's like, hey, can we stop for some nachos?
A piece, a piece.
You got my chalky milk? My chalky milk and my nuggies?
Oh, I do like chalky milk.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that was fucking great. Are we going to talk about Borat now?
What's that?
Great success.
Great success.
Let us
My
dive
name
in.
Dan, the #1 prostitute in Kazakhstan.
This movie is absolutely absurd. It should not fucking work. And yet it does.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I rewatched this movie today. And I laughed a lot. But then there was a lot of times where I was like, I shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Like, I think one of the worst parts is the frat brothers in the
Frat
camper,
Brothers is the
where
absolute
you're like, oh, and dude, I had to look it up. Where are these morons now? Like,
yeah,
100%.
run
You
their
know where they were during the whole like insurrection.
right. Well, this is right up that all the guys in that bus have no online presence by any of their real names. They have not been heard of. They've been like, basically you can't find them because they are, come on.
I remember
said some crazy shit.
Yeah, I remember when this came out though, like, because this movie came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the infancy. Social media is there, but it's nowhere near the presence it is today.
This is a weird time in the early 2000s where you had that politically correct movement and you had people pushing against it as far as comedy goes, where we can be offensive to everybody and everybody just needs to learn to take a joke. So, you know, it's a very strange time that, like, doing it now, you're like,
like,
you're not going to get it.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Watching it in a 2023 lens, you're like it's a lot of cringe. But I'm also watching it with the mindset of I remember being of the age of when this came out in 2006, where this shit was fucking hilarious.
So you want to hear how close that was? March 21st, 2006, Twitter launched.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But Twitter wasn't what it wasn't.
No. It just, and remember, it was just famous people.
150 characters.
About stuff.
Yeah.
August
30, right?
4th, 2006, in Traverse City, Michigan, Borat was first shown. Really, Traverse City.
That's crazy.
That's what it says. It says, and then November 2nd, it launched in the UK, and November 3rd in the United States.
Tina has never seen Borat.
Yeah.
That shocks the fuck out of me.
Yeah, Borat's kind of up your alley, I think.
I think it's like Tina still would appreciate it in 2023, having never seen it.
Yeah, I think that the bad comedy in this movie would make you giggle until you piss yourself. Drink a box of wine first.
Yeah, LG might have made a point that I've made her hate it because I've quoted Borat. There's a lot of things that I say that I'm like, oh shit. Like, the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, I say that a lot. And I'm like, oh shit, that's where it kind of came from.
Right. Yes. I realize I have a lot of Borat in my vocabulary, and they might not even be a word that was said in the movie, but I'll say things in life to people in a tone that is very Borat.
Right.
That is very much like, I know where you got that from, but you didn't get it from there. You're just making it like it came from there.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the phrase alone, my wife, that alone has made her hate Borat.
And honestly, he doesn't say it nearly as much as people quote it. Like, it's not like he says it all the way through the whole movie.
No.
Just once or
very
twice.
little.
Like,
Is
my life.
My wife, is she dead? I have 5.
He says just as often, he's like, this is my sister.
Well, like, talking about, like, the whole thing with his what is it, his brother, or his brother-in-law who's the rapist. Like, you can't, like, that's not sociably acceptable to talk about.
No.
You know what I mean? But like 2006, it's bordering, and like for whatever reason, I don't remember catching that the first. Because this is one of those movies where I've only seen like twice,
Yeah.
3 times, maybe.
Especially when he's leaving. Like, don't be raping as much, and only
Especially humans.
especially
like,
humans.
Yeah,
Right.
You're like, what the fuck, bro?
No, I mean, this movie, like, it takes every reasonable thing that one should not joke about and cuts 3-4 jokes about it.
And
Right.
then
But then
put
I
it
feel
on
like
top of an anti-Semitic movie.
Right.
Yeah. And then I feel like a piece of shit because I'm laughing at shit where I'm like, I shouldn't be laughing, but this is fucking
So stupid
like
funny.
the whole part with the feminist part. Like,
Mhm.
I giggle so hard, especially when he does the giggle when the lady says that the women should have rights, and he kind of giggles. Like, it's funny to me. Like, it's a fucking joke, but
It's
fucking
supposed to
funny.
be.
And then the one lady's getting so fucking offended, and she
And then
just
he's
gets
like,
up.
I could not concentrate on what this old man was saying.
Yeah,
Listen,
this old man.
pussycat, smile a
Oh
bit.
my god, that's the greatest! Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, the look on her face is worth it all. Listen, pussycat, smile a bit. Oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
But it's
guys,
really-
we're done with the show.
The nature of the comedy in this movie is it's not even just to be subversive. It's like to go underneath that.
Right.
Like, it's really a commentary on, like you say, it's the once we became so politically correct that we couldn't laugh at things that were just inappropriate.
Yeah.
Then he's like, you know what? I'm going to take that joke and I'm going to push it into a place that it makes everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that they have no choice but to laugh at
Right.
it. And then he kind of took it too far.
Yo,
On many occasions. But then,
Not
you know,
this movie, but
you
like
get that,
the shit
you get
that
that
he did later
goofiness.
on.
Yeah, you get that goofiness of making fun of everybody.
Yeah.
And
like-
certain groups. But then you also get a hint of the real people that are involved that are scumbags. Like
Yeah.
the rodeo
Yeah.
guy.
the one, the
Ultra
rodeo.
racist.
Why don't you
Ultra
shave your
racist piece of
mustache?
like he is
Right.
a questionable human being. So
Yeah,
you get that
100%.
like that feel of what he's pointing out, you know, that
But
that
then
there's
you get the
this aspect.
beautiful human being, in my opinion, the most beautiful person in this whole fucking thing is the guy teaching him how to drive.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like, what
for
a great
real, that
dude.
guy's like, he is just trying
He's
to
like, I'll
be
be
a
your friend.
decent person. I'll be your
Yeah.
friend.
You'll be my boyfriend? And he's like, no,
And he's
no,
like,
no.
yeah, and then he's like,
And then he's like,
yeah,
I'll be your boyfriend. Yeah, like
Yeah, like, I love
whatever.
that guy. He's like, seriously, I watched it today. He is, because he's not an actor like Linnell.
Right.
She's
an
she
actress,
was an
yeah.
actress.
Yep.
Like, she is one of the very few slivers of, hey, we know you're an actor. Feed off of Sasha and do this role.
Right.
Like, we're like this was genuine.
And
I
you know
love
what?
that.
He is still teaching people how to drive cars.
Is
he
he
looked
really?
Yep. He
Oh,
looked it up,
that's
and and he does mention, like, I will make you drive as good, if not better, than Borat. It's like
why
his little
not
thing.
sell it, bro?
Yeah.
Sell it. But no,
So-
like, seriously, bro, he is the most wholesome person in that whole fucking movie.
Now, remember I had said that, like, he after Borat, he goes to a place that's too fucking far. Have you guys seen Bruno?
Oh yes.
I actually haven't.
It
Oh.
goes
Because
so
the
far
commercials
not even
made me
funny.
uncomfortable to where I couldn't watch the movie.
Oh, the commercials don't even
No,
justify.
they don't even,
like,
like-
it goes so far to where I bought it thinking it was going to be good on DVD, and I
Yeah.
watched it once
It's
and
bad.
went, I am never watching this again. It takes that uncomfortable mark to a whole nother level where
To
it's
the point
not
where you're
really
just like,
funny.
this is just icky.
Yeah.
I laughed
and-
at Freddie got fingered. I did not
Yeah.
really laugh at Bruno.
Have you seen The Dictator?
Yeah, that's interesting.
The Dictator's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's not Borat, but it's kind of funny.
I haven't seen that one.
But that's because he took where he went with Bruno, and he brought it way
Yeah, he
back
reined
again.
it back in.
I really enjoyed Ali G before
Me too.
he did the Ali G movie, but I still love the Ali G movie because I think the Ali G movie has its own place. But like Ali G, when he was doing his shit with the NBA, and like
Yeah.
Ali G, the character of Ali G is fucking like it is one of the most underrated. Like if you didn't know about, like
is.
it kind of sucks if you don't know what I'm talking about because that character was fucking great.
There was so much
Especially for the
thought
time
put into
period.
that character. Yeah.
Especially for the time period. Like it really mocked and made fun of, but in a very playful, sometimes crude way of like the hip hop cultures and it was, I loved it, bro. I loved it.
Honestly, it was all done. That was done at a time when we had so much tension with the Middle East that poking that bear was kind of not a good idea. Like that whole Ali G character was birthed out of a time where even Americans kind of weren't joking about that.
Right. Well, Ali G was more of a European character with a urban American hip hop vibe.
That's not the way I read that. That seemed like a fucking Arabic kid from Dubai.
Oh, I didn't read it like that.
No?
No, I always read him as being European because he was like soccer and just even with the Ali, especially the stamp of approval of the Ali G movie. He's in Europe.
Yeah.
So I never had a Middle Eastern vibe from the Ali G. I love fucking Chanti. Respect.
I
fucking love that. Oh, that's so good.
Definitely.
But Borat, yeah, sorry. We got off. I mean, it's in that world. Like it's like the View universe. Like there's a Borat universe, and Ali G happens to be one of those characters.
Right. And will we talk about maybe not?
Not. Yo, how about that being one of the last things he says from the like it's structured as a movie should be. That's one of the first fucking joke things we talk about, and it literally pays off at the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Anderson,
something.
I don't love you anymore.
Nah.
I got something fucked up in my head. Ali G was not at all Arabic. I got something fucking crisscrossed.
It'll happen, bro. Remember, I went fucking Star Wars to X-Men one day. It happened.
Yeah,
I understand.
Wrong. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Things, wires crossed. Yeah, you can cross. Hey, just as long as you don't hit the Stay Puft, you're good.
Fuck Stay Puft.
Yeah, well,
soft mouth bitch.
Right in his gooey butt.
Like, quite literally. I mean, not.
Right in his gooey bits.
And all up in them gooey bits.
Ooh, that's some gooey naughty bits.
So
okay.
Warm on the inside.
Ooh.
But yeah,
like apple pie. I'll be back.
You're talking into the not joke. Like, I think that's one of the first places he goes to when he's in America. He goes to he had a specific title, but he was basically there to teach Borat American humor.
Yeah.
And Borat's like, I have sex with my mother-in-law. He's like, I don't know that's funny. And he's like, why? That's not funny. I had sex. Why would they joke about that?
It's not joke.
It's not a joke.
We don't, American people don't really, take that as a joke. It's no joke.
It's no joke.
When he gets onto the subway, though, in New York, is a good part.
And everybody.
Where it's like, what is your name? My name is Mind Your Own Fucking Business.
When he's walking down the road before he gets to the subway, and he's like Don said, he's trying to shake people's hand and kiss them, and he chases that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Or the guy in the suit says, "You kiss me, I will pop you right in the balls."
Yeah. That's my
That's the
goal.
Wow,
thing
that was-
about these
That was
movies
an odd threat.
is
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen is doing this character with people that don't realize that they're in a film. I mean, they're
He had-
obviously aware they're being recorded.
He had dozens of lawsuits because they claimed it was a foreigner learning X, whatever. So
Right. So
most
they
people
were
felt like they
filming
were
this
duped into this movie.
Yeah, they're filming this shit and then having people sign things consenting to be on film.
Right.
And these people didn't realize they were going to be essentially actors
Right.
and not get paid for it.
See, I never looked at it because I was very much because this is like the birth of, or still in the infancy of reality TV, really. But this was more along the lines, in my personal opinion, of like CKY videos.
Right.
Because like they were doing this fucked up shit, and pretty much like after the fucked up shit, which we don't see off camera, hey, will you sign this release? Because
Right.
if they don't sign the release for that shit, it's all blurred out.
Right.
The the thing about like that brings this home is in the sequel. Remember the giant mess or on the news about fucking Rudy Giuliani being in the second one?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so there's a girl posing to be like his underage assistant or something.
Yeah.
And Rudy Giuliani, like literally for real, tries to have sex with this underage assistant.
Like his pants end up unbuttoned.
Right.
Whoa.
And it ends up like being on the news and like they like almost
And he
charged
spun
him
it a
with
different way
fraud.
that she made the advances and blah blah.
Yeah.
But it was scandal.
But
wow, I don't remember that. That's crazy.
You purposely stay out of politics.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But
true.
this is
true.
when Rudy Giuliani was Donald Trump's lawyer. Like it was a giant fucking thing.
That's crazy.
It just didn't creep into your, but like the people on the subway and the people at the dinner party and all that, they did not realize that they were
well, that's it. The dinner party. The dinner party, because they for the dinner party, like they have that moment where he gets up to excuse him. I can't remember if it's to go to the bathroom or to go to meet his guest at the door. And they're talking about him.
Prostitute.
Yeah, they're talking about him, and they're trying to be like, oh no, he's a good person. Like he just needs to be shown the way it's done here.
Right.
I didn't like the way she's like, we need to Americanize him.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fucking.
Right.
I need to brainwash
but at the
your
same
ass.
time, you got that dude that was in construction that, kiss. Oh yeah, kiss. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm retired. Oh, you're retarded.
You're retarded.
Mental or physical.
But it's very much like these people thought that they were filming a documentary about a foreigner coming to learn about America.
I got a question. So this movie is not quite 20 years old. We're getting close to it being 20 years old. Right? I mean, realistic, 3 years away from me being 20 years old.
Right.
I felt myself, is it because I'm 20 years older almost? It was more cringeworthy at parts to where I was like, did I grow? Did the outside influence of the world grow? Like
yes and yes, I think.
Yes, yeah. I think
because
yes, the answer to both of
there's
those
a part of me, there's a part of me where it's like, no, you're doing this for comedy to make people laugh. But then there's the other part of me who's like, yeah, but this is fucked.
You know what it is the larger group right now won't laugh. Aren't going to laugh at this. Or at least it feels that way, that the controlling group, I would say, wouldn't laugh at this, would say you can't do that right now.
Where you've watched this movie along with other movies like it long enough to know that some of the impetus behind some of these jokes are motivated by the wanting to maintain the ability to say fucked up shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
the right to be offensive.
Right.
You know,
And
like,
then at a
you
certain
can be
point, you're like,
offended.
wait a minute now, dude.
Yeah, it's
If you're trying to offend somebody, then you're not making a commentary on the thing. You're making a commentary on somebody's ability to be offended, which is kind of a dicky thing to do.
Well, and that's where I feel like this movie goes in and out of those situations.
Mhm.
We're like, we're doing this. This is funny. This is funny. It's funny as shit. And then this one, this is just kind of rude and offensive.
Right.
right.
Which
Like,
is
they
really
couldn't
Bruno becomes just all offensive.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
not
and
all,
that's
but
what I've
like
heard.
most of it.
yeah,
That's
it's
what I've
full
heard.
throttle through the whole thing where you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
And it is just they
Shit.
lean right into being offensive to
Yeah, well,
everyone.
I'll be honest with you. Like, seeing the previews for Bruno, just knowing where I stand as a person and my morality and how I look at other people and other people who are into different things that I may not be into, I was like, I think you're pushing too far right here. And I'm
Right.
just looking at a 40-second commercial or whatever, however long that was. I'm like,
that
yeah,
was a
you know
solid
what?
decision on the entire movie. Because
Yeah.
after watching the entire movie, it is. And I think it's that artwork where he wants to push that you should be able to be, it's your right to be offended, just as it's my right to be offensive.
Right.
And I get it. But then there's also pushing that limit to try to prove that point to where now you're just an asshole.
Right.
You know,
and if it's offensive to the point, like the joke is offensive to make you uncomfortable, to make you laugh,
Right.
is not the same as I'm going to offend your sense of morality and I'm going to leave you sitting in it, which is kind of what Bruno did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like offensive, period.
Now, watching this show 17 years later, whatever, the only part of this movie that didn't seem authentic is the whole entire part at the end with Pamela Anderson.
Yes, that was so staged.
But I
Oh, yeah,
don't
she
remember.
was in on it.
I don't remember thinking that when I first watched this, but watching it this go around, I was like, no, this doesn't feel authentic. Like, I feel like if you'd have done that, even especially in 2006,
Yeah.
you'd have thrown a bag over Pamela Anderson.
You'd be on
Her
the ground before
security
you got
would have
that bag
beat
over her
the
head.
fucking brakes off of you.
I believe that the Pamela Anderson was obviously in on it.
Yes.
The crowd obviously was not.
The crowd and most of the security was not.
Yes.
It took a while after the movie that came out for Pamela Anderson to say, yeah, I was in on the joke. Because they played it off that she wasn't for a little while.
Okay.
But I guess parts of the security, parts of especially the audience that was there, that they weren't in on the joke. So when he did the whole thing, when you see him on the ground and them cranking his arm in place, like behind his back and stuff, they were real. Like they were like, holy shit, he just tried to fucking get
Well,
that
it definitely felt like it definitely felt like the situation inside the record store was handled.
Right.
People knew where they need to be because like she got away and was able to duck and dodge.
Right.
And then she gets outside and then you see dudes in white shirts fucking
that's full blown
wrecking
stage.
Borat.
The shit out in the fucking parking lot, that's full blown stage.
You think so? To where that felt the most authentic, where the shit inside felt staged.
Well,
For
the
me.
thing about that scene, if you look at it, he gets put on they start to put him towards the ground, and then it cuts away, and then he's on the ground.
It's true. I mean,
but
if you look at
out was the point where the famous actor guy would have been smashed against the concrete. That's not there.
If you look at, like, say, now you were to go to a signing of Pamela Anderson, do you really think you could take a whole armload of stuff and walk around the table and start showing her things without being
somebody's gonna push you back?
Fuck back there.
Yeah, you're not getting from around the front of
Yeah.
the table.
One, you got to
Right,
be
for
on
sure.
your side of the table. Two,
Right.
we didn't look at that shit before you showed her.
The
Yeah,
only
right.
thing I can say going for you is before that happens, they show people on the other side of the table taking a picture with her.
Right.
Right.
So I can see where they tried to let you know this is
Yeah,
this is okay
Yeah,
to
but-
do.
Have you ever been to one of these kind of things?
No,
There's always a moment when
I have her number. I just call her.
fair enough. There's always a moment when you're interacting with these people, and it becomes time to, like, say, take your photo or whatever.
Right.
And the whoever the talent is communicates with the other people that it's cool. Because if it isn't cool, you don't get to go around the fucking table.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you're putting off a fucking bad energy or whatever, you just ain't getting your fucking picture.
You have that actor. I mean, we saw it even just in a small con that we went to with some horror icons. They felt like we ended up with Mihail Hoff, the guy that played Leatherface, and a bunch of guys that came around from the table to talk with us because we were just bullshitting with them. You know, pretty cool to meet these guys. But they also saw where there was a guy that was in there that was acting really weird, and they stayed on their side of the table, and next thing you know, there were people escorting them out. And that was like 10, 15 years ago. So it's about the same time of where they were like, it was up to the whoever is that signer, that famous person, to be like, hey, you know.
That's enough.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But there's still, like I said, lots of offensive, but lots of just
fucking gold.
The run, dude. The first time I watched when Borat and his fucking producer dude are running naked through the hotel. I mean, I still laugh, but the first time I saw it, I had tears, dude. I was fucking crying.
When he grabs the fist and starts running down the hallway with that big flop,
and then they get to the elevator. They get to the elevator.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! The chick says, "Oh shit!" And they're just standing there, and like the hand is kind of wobbling.
That one woman is just like, nope.
You know what?
Like,
fucking
if you notice
the most about that is the little black bar that they give Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, it's huge.
Like for like a 27-inch dick. It's just like it's all the way down to his knees.
And Alzamont really didn't need a black spot.
Yeah, the fat guy, he gets nothing. Like his balls are out. The whole thing.
When they're on the bed, when it all starts, like he's flopping around and the black bar is moving, and then he's got his fucking ass, and you can see his fucking furry little nuts. Dude, I'm crying the first time I see this fucking movie, bro. I thought, and they're running through, and they go to the fucking whatever's going on in the little convention hall, and they get on the stage, and then like the dude's tackling him, and then the one black dude grabs him by the back of the fucking neck.
Yeah.
Hard as like you hear him slap the fuck out of the back.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I cried the first time. And like this time I watched it, dude, I was laughing. I didn't cry, but I was laughing my ass off.
The dude in the elevator going, oh shit.
Oh shit, I love it. And then the one dude just off the side waiting for his floor.
The guy pans the camera over to him and he's not looking.
I've got a floor number 2. That's where I'm getting the fuck off.
I love it, dude. That is the best scene for me in the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I laughed pretty hard at the evangelical church scene because
when they got the hand on him and he's doing the
I feel like those people are so ridiculous.
Oh, I do too.
Does Jesus love my wife? Does Jesus love my neighbor? Nobody loves neighbor. The whole congregation starts laughing. Nobody loves nigga.
Nobody loves Kaczewski.
Yeah.
That's the best, dude.
At the beginning when he's like, I got Clock radio, he cannot afford. Great success.
Great
And
success.
at the end, I got the iPod. He got the iPod.
I got he has iPod.
Everyone
Touch.
knows
Everyone
little
knows
girls
that's
use
for
that.
little That's. Oh, I cry. It's so
Yes.
good. It's so.
What happened to Borat's original wife in the beginning or at the end of the movie?
No, she
Well,
died.
no, she got
Remember
the
the guy
telegram.
delivers
The
the
telegram,
at
it
the
says
hotel?
Oh,
Bear
okay.
violated and broke her.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And he's like, high five.
Yeah.
And they hug each other. Like, if you look at the guy who's reading the telegram, he's smiling and happy for Borat.
Right.
Well, at first he's like, "You say my wife's dead." Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
says
that's
here.
what it is. High five. Oh yeah.
And the guy's happy for him.
Yeah.
Yo,
At the
and
beginning,
then
she's wearing,
obviously
like
me
that
being
see-through top.
me being the Hummer guy, when they're talking about the H2 and he's talking about how many gypsies he can run over with the Hummer, how fast he would. He's like, you could probably hit him about going 40 or 50. One might roll over the hood and damage your windshield. I think that's fucking fantastic.
Listen, this is what you got to do. On your driver's side door, you got to get little decals of gypsies.
I should.
But just
That's the best.
like the side
Like
of
a
a
World War
fighter
II
helmet.
pilot? Yes.
Yes, dude.
Like a World War II plane?
Yes.
Now,
so
Brady,
good.
Brady, did you pay them extra for the magnet
I don't
for
want
your Hummer?
I don't.
Did you pay extra to get pussy magnet to install?
If
Yeah.
I can pay
You
you good
install
price,
a
you give
pussy
me the
magnet?
magnet? No. The truck is the magnet. So I pay you extra. You give me the pussy
I pay you
magnet.
extra.
Yes.
How much?
How much?
$52,000.
No. The truck is the magnet. Okay, so you tell me later.
So
Yes?
you put the magnet in? Is it General Motors do it?
Is this the remote start? Pussy
My
magnet?
wife, her machine looks like
Listen,
wizard sleeve. Now, how do I know car won't do this? Or GM will give you a warranty for that.
Oh, warranty.
if you put
He's like-
little gypsy decals on your door, one of them has to be like a half a decal.
Or like flipping upside down or something.
Like you hit some fucking paraplegic, no leg.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, but I agree.
That's terrible. Funny.
Is
So we're gonna do
that a guy on crutches? That's fucked up, dude.
Take that, gypsy. Give me your tears.
Like I got, and then I
Yeah.
have the gypsies, a couple people in crutches, 2 or 3 wheelchairs.
That kind of makes me like completely on a different subject. I want to see somebody have a fucking SUV that they've painted up like a football helmet and then put all the little stickers on the back half of it. I need that. Somebody out there has had the idea. I guarantee it.
It's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea, but now I want to see it. I don't want it to be my vehicle, but I want to see it.
See,
Fuck,
like we need to
somebody
be
did it
Mr.
overnight
Beast.
to my vehicle.
We need to be Mr. Beast Part 2.
Yeah.
So we could come up with fucking sweet ideas. Like Mr. Beast, we got an idea. We were drunk. We came up with this. He's like, fucking
Right.
do it, boys. Gives
Do
us
it.
the money and we fucking do it.
I would do it.
Let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
I get like,
And then we
fucking-
give away the football truck with all the stickers.
I get a 1988 Bronco and do it up like a Michigan helmet.
Yes, see?
Ooh.
But you give it a little bit of a 2020. You got to throw like some 2022s with the meaty chunkies on there.
Yeah, some big ass tires. Fuck
Yeah.
son.
Make it
Yeah.
look sexy. Make it look
Yeah.
sexy. I love this. See, Mr. Beast, call us. We got some
Come on.
ideas.
Yeah, we got ideas.
Put us in touch. You guys tag us. Hashtag Mr. Beast.
We already know a guy who does raps.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
Fuck
We can.
yeah.
Well, everybody will work together, and the little man's getting paid.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's how we
Pay the
roll.
little man
Fuck
the boat?
yeah.
or the gypsies.
You can flick the little man in the boat, but then he's gonna swim.
Wow.
Why? I'm just saying he might drown.
It's
Don't
nice.
shrink me, gypsy.
Don't shrink me. That's one of my
I'm a
favorite
Midwest
parts
girl.
about
I'm a Midwest girl. I'm just throwing this out there. I thought she was hot too.
Oh yeah, she wasn't a bad looking lady.
No, she was
Americana,
good. Like,
farmer's
I
daughter.
want to go to her garage
Mhm.
sale. You know what I'm saying?
But like fucking she's trying to show him stuff and he's like, I will have a look at your wares, Gypsy.
Yeah.
Give
I
me
look
them
at your
gypsy
treasure,
tears so I'm not
understand.
I
That
will
was
look
the
at
best.
your wares.
Is this lady you shrink? Is she owner of house that you can't confront them?
that you came in front of. That was so fantastic.
It's so fucked up.
It's the best, man.
Give me your tears, Gypsy. All of these are going to be added to my Call of Duty, shit
Right.
talking when we go into proximity chat now.
And it's not long
Give me
after
your
that.
tears, Gypsy.
Give me your tears, Gypsy.
It's not long after the gypsy fucking scene. They go to stay at the house where the owners are Jewish.
Oh, you forgot the very beginning of the running of the Jew.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
running
And
of
then
the
it lays a
Jew.
Jew egg, and the kids destroy the little
Smash
Jew
the
egg.
shit out of it.
What the
Oh
fuck
my
is going
God.
on?
The running of the Jew.
I was so horrible. Like, I'll put myself out there. Like, I had a couple friends. I won't call them out, but we used to use Jew. Like, a lot of people used to use the word fag. Like, you didn't say it in that derogatory meaning,
But it
but
was derogatory.
but it was derogatory. Like, we used the word Jew. Like, so when this came out, I laughed a little harder than I probably should have.
Yeah, when I was a kid, like people would be like, "You're a Jew." It would just make
Yeah,
you
exactly. Like, that was in the regard of the way when we were youngsters, they said you're a fag. You know what I mean? Like, you're a
Yeah.
Jew. So I laughed harder than I should have. I apologize.
Just a Jew.
Watching it this time, I apologized in prayer a little bit. I was like, I'm sorry for that. And then when they were
I
throwing
did
money
giggle when they changed form and they were throwing
And
dollar
threw
bills
money
at
at
it.
the
That's just
cockroaches?
fucked
Oh,
up.
the-
I'm
he's-
just like, oh,
he's
for
got the
fuck's
little
sake,
cross
stop
made out of
laughing,
a
you
hatchet.
fucking idiot.
Yo, and then when they straight book it out the fucking house, like throw all the money at the cockroaches, and then they book it, and they're making all the fucking noise.
Yeah, just fucking ridiculous.
Oh
Those
my
people
God.
must have woke up and been like, "What in the
What
fuck
the
happened?"
fuck?
There's like $28 on the floor. Why is there a cockroach? What in the fuck is going on?
Is that sandwich he spit into this? It's very good. What's over there?
This, no, and this part made me uncomfortable. This, like, I was like, I completely forgot about this. Like,
Yeah.
I was this was the one where I was extremely uncomfortable, and I don't know why I was
You know
so
what? It's funny. It's
Well,
because
you
you
know,
look
I'll
at
tell you
17
why.
years. 17 years, how jokes have changed, how humor's kind of changed, and how
Yeah.
you have to be sensitive in certain ways that I understand and also don't understand at the same time.
Right,
Yeah, but-
exactly.
But to be fair, 17 years ago, like they were just jokes about Jews. Now, like dudes are fucking running up in synagogues and fucking shooting.
Yeah, it's a different world.
You know what I mean? Like that wasn't 17 years ago. Like, wasn't that before Columbine?
No, Columbine was
No,
99.
Columbine was in
Was
the
it?
90s.
99.
Like, yeah.
Well, it was at
99.
least before that thing started to get out of control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like anti-Semitism was just like
You could see the anti,
anymore.
and the movie did do a good job of showing the attempt at humor. I laughed,
Right.
so it was a successful attempt at humor and a lot of being offensive, but
Right.
also bringing to light real people that are offensive. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
the frat boys that said a bunch of shit
Well,
to where
he even
17
Those
years
dudes
later,
he even
you
says
can't
it.
find them on Facebook.
He even says it in the movie, the good, the bad, and he's going from the good for the people, the
Right.
bad, and then he goes to the shit, and he goes to the frat boys.
Right.
Yeah.
The frat boys and then the big time rodeo guy that is like
Yeah.
clearly,
A mess.
ultra racist guy.
Oh, super
You know.
racist.
Like he is that, and apparently he's like really big in the rodeo world where he was like, he said a bunch of really crazy shit, but they kind of like forget about it because he's such a big deal. But at the same time, like it brings to light those people like you're an asshole. You know, like the
Yeah.
frat boys. It's funny, but at the same time, these are real people.
Yeah.
So
And those
Yeah.
were like really thoughts that came through those dudes' heads.
right.
And came out
Right.
of their mouth holes.
You know why you don't call a woman? She ain't got a phone. No, because you don't respect her. Like
Yeah,
you're
I
a
ain't got
piece
no
of shit,
respect
bro.
Yeah, like,
You know.
Yeah,
you're
you're a
a piece of shit.
scumbag, bro. Like
Are you
I
happily
even
married right now?
even back then, even back in 2006, I was thinking the same thing. You're a scumbag.
You're a
Yeah.
scumbag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I actually
absolutely.
I actually think I paid closer attention this go around because I knew it was coming.
Mhm.
Yep.
To where I was like, wow, these are some fucking horrible
Yeah,
dudes.
because they doubled down and tripled down and quadrupled down on some
Oh,
of the
yeah.
things they were saying.
Yeah.
Where you were like, man, it's one thing being drunk and saying stupid shit. It's another thing where you were like, okay, I said some stupid shit. Now I'm going to philosophize about why it's okay.
Right.
Right,
It
exactly.
definitely got worse and
Exactly.
worse as it went on, too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. What is
Gypsy
this,
is a
the
bad word.
Grudge? What happened?
What? Why you talk about the gypsy fuck?
Yeah, talk
Give
about
me a
this.
cheers, Gypsy.
Is there anything else we want to hit on about this movie? I'm
Uh-huh.
sure we don't want to leave it talking about the head to Winnebago. We already
I
talked
love
about
how he meets Linnell at the end. He goes
Yes.
back. He's
Right.
like, when love is staring you at the face, and he's meeting Linnell. Like, and if you've seen, because that's where she came on the scene,
Yeah.
and on TV and shit like that. And then I remember seeing her in bit pieces all over Reno 911. I
Yeah,
think
like she had a
all
career.
kinds of she made something out of it. But at that moment, that shit fucking had me rolling, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I'm assuming that she was an actress.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was a
Yeah.
comedian.
So
Yep.
it wasn't that she was actually a call girl they hired and then
No.
she became
No,
an
she was a
actress.
She was
comedian.
actually in
She
on
was
it.
a comedian.
She's
Yeah,
an
she was
actress
on like
comedian.
I think at that time she had like you would have seen her
I
on
want to say she's in
BET's
a
like Comic
stand-up
View
or
and shit.
like
I
a
know
Yeah,
I've
she was
seen
in like
her a
BET
lot.
Comic View
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I remember Comic View. That was good shit.
Yeah.
They would throw up like 30 fucking different like 2-minute bits in a show you
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right.
definitely. I do remember that.
How about singing the Kazakhstan
Fucking
national anthem
that's-
to the tune
it's all
of
about the potassium, clearly.
That's funny. Yeah, but it's funny.
all
It's
other
like he's talking
countries
all
have
this shit.
inferior
He's
potassium.
talking all that shit leading up to that song,
Yeah.
and they're all with him. And he says a couple things where a couple of them like,
Let
what the
George
fuck?
Bush drink the blood of all the terrorists, and you hear the announcer go, "Yeah,
Yeah, he gets all fucking hype.
oh, here, buddy."
Calm down. Yeah, but the fucking, it's just funny. Like, if I was in the crowd, I would have been like, yeah, it's some bullshit's going on right here.
And at a certain point, like the crowd, like when he's singing, the crowd is not having
They turned.
Oh, yeah.
to the
That's
point where
what I
the
meant,
horse
yeah.
freaked out.
Yeah,
that was hysterical. They ended with the horse falling over. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah,
It went to hell.
People definitely did not like hearing any other song set to our national anthem.
No. The gay pride where he's
that's the best.
parade. Oh, dude, and then like he goes back to the hotel room, and then they do this, and then he wants to wash me, and I let them go in and wash me, and then he goes and talks to this dude that's like, oh, he's a member of the gay community. Yeah, and he's like, what does that mean? He's probably homosexual. So the man that tried to put rubber fist in my noose is homosexual.
I love how he always said a noose.
That was some funny parts there. Just yeah.
Anyway, like very subversive, very fucking funny, super quotable film.
Yeah.
Like,
could you remake this today?
Not quotable. No. You make your own quotes in the Borat voice.
Look, well, you know what emphasizes the fact you can't make this movie today? Nobody went and saw the sequel.
Right.
Like nobody saw that movie.
When did that sequel come out?
I don't even remember the sequel, to be honest with you.
2020.
Yeah. It came out.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that short a time ago.
Yeah, right. Because nobody talked about it.
Yeah, and the guy that played Azamat didn't come back. There was like some weird stuff that went on with the sequel where it was a sequel but not a sequel, and it was strange.
Mm.
Plus, it
Yeah,
was
I know.
way past the time of being okay to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And just nobody fucking went and seen it. The budget on this movie was $10 to $20 million.
That's crazy.
It's $10 to $20 million is like craft services.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Kevin,
Especially
Smith
Sacha
has
Baron
$20
Cohen, he
million
was big
budget.
at this time with what he was putting out, and then Ricky Bobby with Talladega Nights came out
Right.
Yeah.
same year.
Yep.
And,
He was fucking Pierre or whatever.
yeah.
That was huge.
Say you like St.
That movie was fucking huge.
Yep.
Let's see.
He was riding a wave for a little bit there.
So Clerks 3 was made for $4.7 million.
Oh, no shit.
And that was an
Holy
indie
fuck.
film.
Yeah.
And Borat 2 would have been like a studio film. And they only put $10 to $20 million behind it.
And that probably went to more salary than anything else.
Right.
Yeah, well, that
And production moving from one side of the country to the other.
I'm not sure
Right.
they fucking did any like media promotion because it was
No.
all COVID.
Yeah.
Anyway, nobody saw it because like it's not the right time for that.
Well, yeah, and these things came out at perfect timing. There's a lot of movies and shows that came out late 90s, early 2000s that were perfectly timed for what we were dealing with.
Mhm.
Borat 2 would be
Society-wide.
an example of why it was too late.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's you have to be sensitive to groups of people and stuff. And not that you shouldn't be, but to the point at which this movie took things,
Yeah.
we're different now.
Well, there's
Society.
plenty of shit that you can make fun of now.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
And
not
there's
that
plenty
we're
of shit that you
without
should be
humor.
able to make fun of now.
Right. There's just some shit that through some self-inspection, we as a group have been like, well, maybe you lay off that just a little fucking bit.
Right.
You just like you can't go around fucking making a gay joke every 5 minutes. You just can't. Like we've
It
acknowledged.
gets tired for sure.
Yeah, it gets very tired, and there's a lot of them in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what, an hour and a half movie? There's probably 10 gay jokes.
But that was
Give or
almost the
take.
go-to.
Sure. It was like the easy, like, hey, we need a filler joke here. Let's bring back the rubber fist.
And the people that you had in this movie as part of documentary wise, the reaction that you would get from them, from those
Right.
jokes, was a surreal kind of moment. Funny, but at the same time, a little introspection to be
Yeah.
like, wow, you know,
The stuff
we
on
do
the
have a
train.
lot of racist people. I mean, which is funny because it kind of links into what we've been dealing with in this area today. In the last week, running into people in the area, the community we deal with in my job anyway,
Mhm.
and finding out like, wow, there's a lot of like not even low key racism that still goes on, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
hatred for
Some
stuff
of it's
to
just
where they've been coming
okay.
out of the woodworks in what we do lately, to where you're like, holy shit, you know, like there's still a lot of you that think this way out there. Like,
Mhm.
you know, this
Stop
is the reason why we need a younger generation in charge of shit, because you old people say some stupid shit.
Uh-huh.
Tis true. Tis
sure.
true.
For sure. Well, everybody wrap up your vagine sleeves.
You
Yes.
stuck it in nicely so it
Tuck
doesn't
it in your
flap in the
underwear.
wind.
Gypsy. You can always make gypsy jokes.
Yeah, I think we're okay. We're clear on that.
Tina said gypsy is a bad word.
Is it?
Is it?
That's what she said.
Is gypsy
Well,
a
hey,
bad
you guys
word?
said I can't say Raider Nation, so
Yeah, you can't say that. Don't say
yeah,
that.
but I'm gonna Raider Nation.
One Raider Nation.
One Raider Nation. Under God, indivisible, with Las Vegas and liberty for all.
All right. Can you say gypsy? I just looked it up. What to say instead of gypsy? Holy fuck, there's an article about it.
No, all right. Can we end the show? Because I'm not along for that
I'm not even into this. There's a lot
Believe it
of
or not.
words in that fucking article, Don.
Yeah, I
Holy
can't. I
shit,
ain't
there
got
is.
time for it.
I'm
No,
not even gonna
gypsy
read it.
is-
I don't care.
It's
Just give
considered
me
a
your
racial
tears.
slur.
It is.
Tina says she doesn't give a fuck though, so gypsy it is. We're all
gypsy ass,
going to
soft
hell.
mouth bitch.
Soft mouth gypsy.
Soft mouth, gypsy mouth bitch.
Thinner. Damn it!
Soft mouth, gypsy bitch.
We're going to hell. Yeah,
On
we
the
knew
next
this.
episode of the Escape Pod, we talk about gypsy films.
On
The
the next episode of
gypsies
the
in the
Escape Pod,
nation.
we go through some
Gypsy Raider
cultural
Nation.
learnings.
The gypsy nation. Give
Two
me your
gypsies.
gypsy tier nation.
All right,
To
let's wrap
protect
this
us.
motherfucker up.
Put all your tears in a water bottle. Let me have a sip.
Shake it up.
What the fuck? God, so salty. We're the best.
Nice.
All right, wrap it up, bro.
Wrap it up. It's been fun.
It has
But
been.
it's time to go. It's
Bye,
been
Gypsy.
a fuck-ass fucking show.
We'll get together in 2 weeks and we'll do some more nonsense.
Yeah, we
you'll know.
promise.
We'll hit you up on the social. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to let you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
If you have ideas, fucking shoot them out at us. We might tell you to go fuck yourself. We might do your show.
Ooh.
We might say, hey, that's a great idea. Go fuck yourself. And then do it anyway.
And fuck yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we care. Yeah, we all love you. I love you and what you bring to the Escape Pod.
Great success.
Great success.
Enjoy your wizard sleeve.